Hey guys, I got a question for you. Is gold and the GBP pricing in a Brexit deal? And what's exactly going on with gold and what's exactly going on with the GBP? Well, guys, I've mentioned to you several times that gold is in a bear market, right? And I'll probably become a broken record when I say this. And you probably ask yourself how the dollar's falling. Well, gold isn't driven by the dollar. Yeah, the valuation of it is affected by the dollar, but it's more affected by yields, real yields, and the price action of the stock market and various other factors, right? So gold here is in an interesting spot. Now, I need to bring or make you guys aware of what's happening on gold because I think there's a great opportunity to short, especially within this diagonal pattern for a C wave, right? So let's just go on the daily time frame to actually kind of see what I'm talking about, right? Let's hide the details here. And let's actually give this market a little bit of a perspective right now, right? So this is it. This is all we want to see. This is all we care about right now, right? So we enlarge our chart, right? Now we see what's developing in gold, right? We know that this is a C wave. So the first wave, there isn't an obvious impulse, right? So we're expecting a diagonal, right? A diagonal is to be expected, and we're expecting a drop on gold, right? And a sharp drop at best, right? So this should pose a question, right? So if we know that we've seen a parabolic move higher, then for Elliott wave analysts, if the previous wave was a sharp move higher, then you know that there's a very strong likelihood that we see a diagonal, right? And we've seen an ABC, 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 and ABC, right? So we're seeing multiple ABCs form, right? So we know the pattern is corrective, right? And we know corrective patterns can't form in C waves, so the most likely bet is that we're having the diagonal, right? So when we look at the gold chart, this is a brilliant gold chart, very clear gold chart. It seems to me that there's a diagonal forming, but I don't need to concentrate on waves 1, 2, 3, and 4 because they've already completed. Now, when we go into lower time frames, it's wave 5, right? It's wave 5 that is now posing the opportunity and is signaling something. Gold is signaling a drop, right? We know the dollar's bearish, so the dollar's also signaling a drop, right? So in this case, either we're going to get some kind of, I don't know what's going to happen, but there's gold's going to drop for a reason, right? Are we going to see a drop like we saw on gold back in November, where we saw the announcement of the vaccine 95% effective? I don't think so, right? But all I know is that Brexit's on the Brexit deadlines on the horizon. The for the for the UK to leave, for the UK and the EU to strike a deal and other various factors. And with the way gold is performing right now, there's a nice head and shoulders here, right? A very, very obvious and glaring head and shoulders, right? I mean, yes, this is the first signal, right? This head and shoulders pattern, right? Now, the second signal is on the hourly time frames, right? Now, what gold is signaling here is an ABC flat correction, right? And it's terminated at the 382, which is a common target. So far we've seen a wave here, right? We have a B wave, and there's a very good chance we see a C wave decline next week, right? So I'm targeting around maybe 1750. This provides a nearly 3-to-1 risk reward and a target of nearly 730 pips on gold. So guys, gold is setting up for something big, right? But it's also good that we evaluate what's actually happening in the GBP. So keep gold in your minds, keep an eye on this head and shoulders. Right. So now the GBP is also looking just as interesting, guys. Right. So let's go into the daily time frame. Let's have a look at the GBP. What's it forecasting for us? Right. Well, we know two things. We know the CAD's due to make a move, and we know the GBP at some point is also due to make a move. Right. Now, for us, when we look at the GBP, look at today's candle, right? We saw multiple tents for a sell-off, but we've been seeing buying pressure, right? This is where we concentrate on candlesticks and what candlesticks are telling us, right? If the market was really pricing in a no deal, we wouldn't see so much buying pressure, right? We would want to see, like we saw in the previous sell-off, we needed to see a strong sell-off, right? We needed to see a strong sell-off. The fact that the market hasn't sold off the way people have expected to is a warning sign that the market is still ready to strive higher. Now, again, looking on the lower time frames, uh, the market, it seems to be printing a clear pattern, right? A very, very clear pattern, especially GBP USD. Now, I'm just going to wait for the chart to load here, as all the chart details begin to load, right? So the market is printing a very, very clear pattern, right? Now, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out the charts, right? And I want you to concentrate on recent price action, right? Now, we've seen the first wave impulse up on GPUSD, and now we're preparing to for an we formed an ABC pattern down, right? And we've hit the lower boundaries of the channel. Now this is key because now GPUSD is now offering us an opportunity to go long, right? Now that the zigzag correction has formed, right? Today we needed to see an impulse pattern. We needed to see either a strong C wave or an implication of a third wave. We didn't see that today, and we haven't seen that this week. Guys, there's buyers in this market, and there's an opportunity to go long here. So I want you guys to keep aware. I'm going to send out a trade setup on both gold and GPUSD, and I would suggest having a look at it, see if it fits with your bias. Right now, going on the hourly time frame very quickly, we can see the channel in a more distinction. Right. In fact, if we go down to the 30-minute time frame, right, we can actually see the correction in its distinctive form. You can see that it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave A, B, C, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave C, right? So we've seen a clear zigzag pattern. The market is preparing for something, right? You can see the market's moved up, the market's right, it's printing a pausing pattern here, and it's due to break out higher. Now it's the latter stages of the market time, so maybe we'll see something. We'll see a breakout maybe next week, maybe on the Monday, maybe on the Sunday, maybe there'll be something overnight. Maybe they might announce a Brexit deal. But let's remember this one factor, right? The market is within a third of a third, right? So not only are we trading an intermediate third wave, we're trading a minor degree third wave, and we're trading a minute degree third wave. So this is going to be one of the strongest GBP waves anyone's seen for a long time. So keep in mind about what's going to happen, right? There's also another pair that we can pay attention to, which is GBPJPY. Of course, the developments of GBPJPY are similar to GBPUSD. So again, now it's forming another opportunity. And look, right? You can see that the market is now printing a third wave, right? So it's in preparation. We've seen the A, B, C, right? So has C bottomed at a Fibonacci level? Well, let's have a look. By normal procedures, we would look at the 618. So we have a look at our tool, go towards the SIO, put 618 there, and perfect. We've seen a rejection at the 618, right? And the lower ends of the channel. Now, again, just like GPUSD, we needed to see a sell-off today. We didn't see that, guys. So now I'm expecting a significant rally on the pound. This is how we prepare ourselves. This is how we get ahead of the curve, right? So we know what's going to happen before it happens, guys. So I'm expecting GBPJPY to issue a strong rally here. Third waves usually form with gaps, right? It's a normal procedure for third waves to form with gaps. So I'm expecting a third wave rise, especially towards the 1618 and maybe towards 146, 147, right? So the GBP is looking very nice right now. So keep your eyes on the GBP and keep your eyes on gold, right? I will be sending out some more analysis before, of course, the week ends. Well, the market closes in nearly less than 2 hours, and I'll be sending out some analysis and trade setups. Keep your eyes on this one. Something big's going to happen. That's all for now, guys. Take care, and I'll see you at the next video.